Yeah, Jay, I've got to ask you not to bash the things on the table while the mics are on in general. Because it just, it sounds out really loudly. Same for paper rustling, eating, all those things. Just be careful. Billy.
Can I eat paper?
Combining both of the things I said were annoying.
I want to eat spaghetti during one of these. I want to duct tape Andy to the chair and just eat a big old plate of spaghetti.
Oh, right. Oh, I see.
Saying all of your plosive words as well.
Let me explain something, Billy. When you said that, because my brain is dead from being sick a couple of days and being tired, I forgot that you were saying it in reference to eating, making noises on the podcast. And I thought you were just suggesting some weird thing where you wanted to tie me up generally and force me to watch you eating spaghetti. Like, for some reason, because my brain just suddenly had a complete miss about the thing.
That's a horrible feeling.
And while you guys were having a little bit of banter, I was there thinking, like, why? Oh my God, that's weird. Why?
No, of course I didn't mean that. That would be weird.
Good joke about the mic technique, Billy.
Good joke about abducting Andy and forcing him to watch me eat.
Spaghetti. Specifically spaghetti for some reason. Last time on Polymorph Self, our heroes prepared to travel to the final destination of this adventure, to follow the resurrected Hanna Hallswift to her historical hometown on the frontier of the realm and stop her evil revenge plan. But first, horses. They found a horse dealer, a real horse dealer, definitely a horse dealer. The owner of the stable, the real guy, for sure the actual horse dealer. They rode out on their new steeds, named Honourable, Wolf, Horse Hogan, and The Universe is Meaningless. Next, a road trip ensued, full of moments, stories, and hilarious jokes. Seriously, check it out. Like, now. And we join our heroes as they arrive at the outskirts of Three Rivers. The first thing you need to know is you arrive after night has fallen. And you don't arrive just into the town. You arrive at where the main road and trail that you followed along the river came to the edge of the town area. And what you had been told before you arrived is, as you arrive on the area of the townships that include Three Rivers, there will at first be some kind of keep or tower next to a lake, which is the outpost that had been lost contact with. Because the whole area has not been reporting in, right? It's gone dark, so to speak. And now it is actually dark, and it should be a clear night. As you were approaching, you saw all the stars, the air was clear, and everything was good. But the closer and closer you got, the more the area has become enshrouded in mist and chill. Although, as you remember, it's actually the beginning of spring-summer during this adventure arc. And now you're inland and it's chilly and full of mist. On your 4 wonderful steeds, you leave the road, you go up a huge grassy ridge, and when you arrive at the top, what you're looking at is a large descending slope, ending at the shores of a beautiful lake with the stars and moonlight sparkling off it, but it's also got rolling mists, sort of travelling unnaturally fast across it, as if someone was like blowing smoke rings and they were then rolling off. And visible in silhouette against the sparkly water is the shape of some kind of castle keep or wide tower, which seems to be about another sort of like hour's ride ahead off along the shores of the lake. So that's what you're looking at now, sitting on your 4 horses.
I guess we should approach quietly. Does everyone agree?
Yes. Can we ride a horse stealthily?
I think you just have to yell out the words stealth, stealth, stealth.
Yell out the word stealth.
It's worked before. All right, I guess I'll go first. I have night vision and stuff.
Cool. We'll follow you.
Giddy up, Honourable.
Billicus, are you going to say anything or contribute to this discussion or comment on the view?
I spark up a joint.
No, put it out. They'll see it.
I smoke it stealthily.
It's okay as long as you don't light it 3 times.
Why?
Because they see the first light, and then they aim with the second light, and then they fire the crossbow on the third light.
That's an amazing leap in, Well, no, it's glowing currently. Like, you could see the end of it.
It's a firefly.
Just eat it and get high that way.
All the DM is going to say, just hope there's no one down there with crossbows who are hostile, because Seyda just gave me a pretty good idea for what may or may not happen shortly.
The universe heard you.
The universe heard me. The malevolent will in the sky.
I'll go after
Garrick.
So Garrick's not scouting alone with dark vision, he's leading the way.
He's leading the way.
After the first 10 minutes of leading your horses down this sort of sweeping slope, you start to notice that as the mists approach the tower, they almost cling to it weirdly, snake up the sides, and then billow off it like clouds. And you see what looks like a kind of green aurora almost clinging to the silhouette of the keep up ahead.
What was Skeletor's castle called?
Grayskull.
No, that was he meant. Wait, yeah, you're right. It's Castle Grayskull.
So I think there might be magic here. Does someone want to detect it?
Are those clouds snaking? Because...
Oh, and traps. There might be traps here. Does anyone want to detect that?
I take 3 puffs of my joint.
The first puff.
Oh my god, no.
The first puff provides a bright orange light which flares up and fades again as you take a hit. You exhale, you wait. Everyone rears, stops their horses and turns around, like unbelieving of what you're doing. On the second puff, it flares up, creating a bright orange spark in the dark night, because surely looking from the lake back up the hill, it's almost pitch darkness until the sky appears above the ridge. You all hold your breaths and wait and cross your fingers secretly behind your back. Nothing happens. Then you take a third large puff on purpose, creating another orange glow in the night. You hold your breaths, you wait, and Billicus does not get hit or near missed by any arrows in the night.
I clip him round the head.
On my head.
Jerk! There's snakes! There's cloud snakes!
I grab his joint and I throw it in the river.
Oh my god.
You're not near the lake yet, you're on the way down.
I throw it in
slope.
that direction.
Okay, you whip it out of his mouth, he's unsuspecting, and you throw it down into the dark grass, where it fizzles and fades as you notice the grass is covered in frosty dew, and except for the fact it's a summer's evening. You notice it's distinctly chilly in the air now, and getting about another 5 minutes trot on the horses closer, you see that the green aura is actually kind of bands of light circling the dark silhouette of the keep unnaturally. And Hjani and Seyda get a very sort of large deja vu sense going on. The last time you experienced such a light and such a weird atmosphere, almost identical in atmosphere, you remember was when Onas activated the antenna and brought an entire city across a dimensional rift.
Is this another rift pole tower thing? Is this an obsidian tower?
The silhouette that's getting closer now is definitely a kind of a keep or huge round tower of a castle minus a wall around it. It's definitely normal sized.
Are there squids here? Is this going to be snakes and squids?
Oh, I wonder who we're going to lose this time.
Why are you looking at me?
Say what?
Do you have any more room in the...
All I'm saying is he also has 4 legs and is probably following along behind the horses.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have his own horse? Oh, shoot.
We should have gotten him a pony.
Yeah.
Oh, a wolf pony.
He could ride my
shoulders. It would have
shoulders.
been a wolf pony.
I should mention that Manto has been having the time of his life on the road trip, just sort of, you're riding the horses and he can just bound along, disappearing off, doing his own thing, then appearing again on the ridge in the distance, then rejoining you, communing with nature, not being in the city anymore. Manto's just been like having a ball.
I forgot, DM Andy, who are we having guest starring as the voice of Manto this episode?
That's a awesome surprise.
Just wait till the end, listeners.
That's right. The voice of Manto, because, all characters who die or disappear get to have their last speech. So, hey, no, I don't know. I've got no plans for Manto.
Die.
Listen,
Manto
guys,
can't die.
he's definitely not going to die. And I don't make any advanced plans for killing characters, that's true, including sidekicks and familiars.
All right, so as we get a little bit closer...
Although I do want to say,
yeah.
Has anyone seen Weasley Crusher lately?
I don't get it.
Wait, but Weasley Crusher was part of Onas. He was his bonded stoat,
His
celestial stoat. So I imagine Weasley
It was
Crusher
his familiar
went,
that he had now.
Yeah.
I imagine it went into the ball with him.
Sure.
Right.
Oh, Billicus, does this mean we have to say goodbye to you soon?
Okay, so that's what you see from the tower at the moment. You're still, another half an hour's ride off, but it's becoming clear it's a regular stone castle tower in silhouette next to the side of the sparkling lake, but surrounded by mists and green lights that are unnaturally circling and clinging to the tower.
Wait, do we do a trap sense?
No. So I stop my horse, and I throw my hand up in the air, and I do some silent signaling, like pointing to my eyes, pointing to the tower. I do some, crazy hand language stuff. And then I'm going to use, detect chaos, evil, good law on the tower.
Chaos, evil, good law.
Which one?
Oh, I have to pick one? And then you just say yes or no?
Sure, like detect evil, for example, and I'll give you all the evils.
Something.
Oh, okay. Detect evil.
Cast detect evil, right?
I cast
Immediately,
detect evil.
your senses are overwhelmed that this whole area is dripping in evil as if it was leaking directly out of a dimensional rift to evil realms and dimensions.
I mean, I'm not magical, but I can tell it's pretty evil around here.
It seems fairly evil.
Yeah, I know. I think we got that from context.
You also sense the presence of 6 to 8 distinct evil beings lurking somewhere in the lands affront of you.
What's going on?
Is it evil?
It's pretty evil.
How many evils?
There's 6 to 8 evils ahead of us. I can sense it. So we better be on our best behavior.
Our worst behavior.
No, we're good. Right, we're good. I keep forgetting.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't know about
too.
you guys.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Wait, that's an alignment?
Fine and okay.
Okay. Well, I'm
chaotic fine.
I'm definitely good, but I want to ready my mace in my right hand whilst I ride my horse.
I'm suddenly excited by the idea of you guys riding into battle at some stage or another. We haven't done that.
How about now?
Shall I take
Who knows?
point?
You're still 30 minutes ride away from this castle, which is sort of spookily in the distance, radiating with spiraling green auroras.
I'll just hold my mace until then.
Okay, why don't I take point so I can see if I can spot anything hiding or skulking or slithering around the shadows?
Sounds good.
Sure.
Anything evil?
Mm-hmm.
Look out for nice things, too. That might make us feel better.
Well, it's the little things in life.
Okay, so do you have any specific druid abilities or skills you might want to volunteer in case of use?
I'd say probably spot.
Okay, what's your spot skill?
My spot skill is 9.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a spot skill check, and whether you succeed or fail, I will take that into account and then, report your recon missions findings. You just need to beat 15 or above, actually. Difficulty class 15 spot skill check, and you have +9.
Rolled a 10. +9 is 19.
You slowly ride on your horse, breaking off from the group, going down into where the slope flattens out and approaches the side of the lake. You then ride alongside of the lake, approaching the keep, which you now seem to be you now see to be a kind of 5-story wide ruined tower with a gaping sort of V-shaped fissure in one side of it, revealing several rotting wooden floors inside. And all around it are destroyed, charred lumps of stone and ruins, as if it previously had a castle around it, but it was attacked by sort of strong magical means, or or huge fire or lightning. And as you get closer and closer, you clearly see figures skulking in the shadows, weird hunched over figures with hairy manes. Their eyes are glowing pinpricks of cold light and huge razor-long fingernails. And as you get closer, you see that one of them is chewing on a corpse. These are ghouls, undead creatures with the ability to paralyze people and eat their corpses.
Gross.
And there seems to be a few of them scattered around.
Would you say that there's 6 to 8 of them?
That was an estimate, and I would say that. Could be a little less, could be a little more.
Okay. Guys, there's 6 to 8 ghouls.
Oh, wait a minute, you're apart from them.
Oh, I'm telling myself. I like to practice things to myself before I say it to the group.
Do it, run your lines and then
All
go
right.
back.
All right. Guys, there's 6 to 8 ghouls over there.
I
Yeah,
feel like there's not enough urgency in that one.
What should I say? All right. Guys, there's 6 to 8 ghouls over there.
That's really cool, but a little bit too Scooby-Doo. It's got to be a bit more scary. You're almost there. Maybe hit ghouls.
You know who you are in the Scooby-Doo
My friend.
pantheon, right? So you should be like,
My friend or my
oh
the
my
guy all the
god,
time.
guys, there's 6 to 8 ghouls over there.
Is that how you're going to deliver it?
That's how I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm
Okay, so
I'm gonna go with that.
you arrive back at the main group.
Hey, how are you doing?
Ghosts?
Goodies?
Goo.
Zombies.
Goobers?
Goons.
Gorillas. Wait. Ghouls.
We saw you practicing, and
You guys just saw me talking to myself, just muttering to myself.
you failed anyways. Okay, yeah. I mean, I said that. So,
Yeah, so there's some ghouls over there.
would you say 68 or 6 to 8?
No, there's not 6. Yeah, I'd say approximately 6 to 8.
Well, let's ghoul them up.
Hey, we have something to tell you, Garrick. Actually, like, your entire career has been leading up to this, and
After this, I'm useless.
it's very, well, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's more goals elsewhere, but this is your time to shine.
This is your calling.
It's
Yeah.
vitally
Do you mean
important.
literally I can light an object?
No, there should be something in your good persuasive, like, slash clericness.
Ooh, I got it. Do we have any water?
I
There's
think
a
I
lake.
Can,
Well,
and I think I can summon water too.
Yeah.
let's get some water going, and I can make it holy.
I have the player's handbook here, which we might need to look up the turning undead, unless I have written your turning undead abilities on the back of one part of your sheet, Jay. Have I?
It's nice that we know so much about your abilities.
Yeah. Like, you thought we didn't take any notice.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, can you turn the whole lake holy?
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
That would be amazing. I can't find holy water.
Is anywhere on the back of either of your character sheets?
I can create
Garrick,
water.
have I written anything about how to turn undead or what page the reference is on?
I'm just gesturing
On
at the
these
lake.
two? No,
On the back.
Nothing.
Or on the second page on the special abilities?
I've decided to take a nap on Universe is Meaningless.
Just, no.
I just know that as a cleric, this kind of should be your, like,
It's kind of your job.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm going to bless a bunch of water.
Sweet.
There's a whole lake.
Yeah.
Can you bless the lake?
I ride towards the lake.
Billicus.
I'm just gonna wait and see what goes on with the lake. I don't know. I don't have any sort of plan.
Okay. Seyda, Garrick bravely rides into danger in front of the weird tower in the interdimensional rift.
Well, I've never seen a lake being turned holy before, so I follow Garrick.
Are you still intent on creating holy water from the lake to use? Is that what you're doing, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
In this move.
Oh, I got it. Hjani.
I feel a little like I maybe pressured him into trying to turn a lake holy, so I ride at a slight distance, but I do ready my bow.
Okay, you can get close to the lake, Garrick, without arousing the ghoul's attention. So you arrive at the lake. The cool water splashes on the pebbly shore of the lake, right by your feet.
Just as, before a dwarf does something like this, I dip my beard in the lake, and I pray to Moradine, and then I cast Bless Water across as much lake as I can.
I taste the lake before it's holy, because I want to taste the difference between holy lake and unholy lake.
It's the ancient world. It's very clean.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Are you
It's
guys
cool
doing
as
shots
well.
of, you guys doing shots of holy water? I ride over there.
It's not holy yet.
You all arrive.
1 pint.
There you go. So I don't think the whole lake is in...
Well, it's really weak.
You have created 1 pint of holy water, which you can add to your own water skin if you like.
Which I do.
Okay, so your water skin now contains holy water specifically from the lake as opposed to created by your drinking water.
Well, that happened.
So the whole lake isn't holy now.
Well,
Don't
be disappointed, guys.
I'm slightly disappointed.
I think you did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
job.
very holy.
I couldn't make holy water.
What
A
does it
single
taste like?
tear from my eye drops into the flask.
Making it special holy water, including the dwarven cleric tear.
Can you bless your beard and then whip your beard into the ghouls' faces?
Okay,
Oh,
well, what I
would
think we
mind-
should do is, here, let me anoint your weapons, and I flip some water on their weapons,
Cool.
and
Yeah, and at that point, there's been so much dithering and fucking around that you look around and see that the ghouls and a strange, more intelligent, harder-looking super ghoul, is what I'm going to call it right now, although it does have a name that you've not come across, have been stalking across the grass to murder you, finally, having heard all the noise and discussions. So let's roll for initiative. And by the way, there are 6 ghouls and 1 ghast. Ghast. So I'm going to start with them. 16 plus 2 is 18 for the ghouls. So now let's go to Hjani.
15 plus 5 is 20 for me.
Seyda.
20. Natural 20 plus 7 is 27.
Billicus.
Watch. You want to see amazing? Watch me blow this. 3!
Do you have any initiative bonus?
Plus 2 is 5.
Garrick.
7.
So the order is Seyda, Hjani, the monsters, then Garrick, then Billicus. That sounds very familiar. Sounds like how the initiative usually works out,
Yeah,
regardless of the
exactly.
various roles.
just
Normally
skip-
the two fighters leaving the guys behind.
What else is new?
Yeah.
Let's
Just
destroy
skip my
this
rolls
Seyda.
from now on.
So Seyda stalking through the grass in the night shadows. Behind them is the green silhouetted keep. In its ethereal half state come 6 ghouls and 1 ghast, a kind of uber ghoul.
This is ghastly. I charge at the Uber Ghoul.
You charge at the uber ghoul and you have the initiative. So the ghast's AC is 17.
I have plus 12 to Greatsword. I rolled a 17. Plus 12 is 29.
It's obviously a hit. And what's the damage?
The damage is 2d6 plus 4. 2 and 6 is 8 plus 4 is 12.
12 damage. Now you have 2 attacks around now.
I do. My second one is plus 7 to Greatsword. I rolled a 15 plus 7 is 22.
That's a hit.
And 2d6. 2 and a 4 is 6 plus 4 is 10.
10 more damage, so 22. So you hack away at its bony, wiry arms, which are actually sort of like, because it's magically raised, sort of weirdly hard and resistant, but you knock chunks out of its body. And even after 22 damage, actually, the Uber Ghoul, the ghast, is still up and going.
Ugh.
So now we come in order to Hjani. You see Seyda hacking at the Uber Ghoul, surrounded by 6 more regular ghouls.
So I'm going to unleash 2 arrows each at 2 different regular ghouls.
Using Rapid Chop combined with Many Shot,
Yes.
because you are a master archer.
I'm a master archer.
You should dual wield bows.
You need 4 hands.
I would.
You could use your feet.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You know what? I'll think about that one day.
So the first pair of arrows shoot off at
All
which
right,
bonus?
so I have a plus 13 attack bonus.
That's amazing because regular ghouls, as you were correct to surmise, you'd fought them back at level 1/level 2. Their AC is 14.
Okay, so let's try not to roll a natural 1. 9 plus 13. That worked.
Yep.
And so I have a 1d8 plus 1 damage. So this is the d8, right?
Do you want to roll for both
Oh, sure.
in the pair?
Sure,
so
sure.
the second one.
Okay. 15 plus 13.
So
also.
you shoot 2 arrows at the same time from the same bow, both of them striking. Actually, you can make Many Shot hit multiple targets. Same ghoul or 2 different ghouls?
2 different ghouls.
2 different ghouls. Okay. The first arrow hits one of the 6 ghouls for how much damage?
So 1d8 plus 1, and that is a 6 plus 1, 7. And then 1 plus 1, 2.
Okay, one of them is hit for 2, one of them is hit for 7. So now you unleash, using your Rapid Shot skill, a second burst of 2 arrows.
All right, so it's a 15 plus 13, 28.
Wow.
And then it is a 13 plus 13, which is a 26. So both hit, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so 3 plus 1 is 4.
On another new one, you just sort of
Yeah.
knocking them all down
Yeah.
a peg. Okay.
And then 6 plus 1, 7.
Okay, so you hit and injure 4 of them. They're still standing, but you know, they're the level 2 monsters. And
Oh,
they're,
okay. I thought I was hitting 2.
I thought you meant 1 arrow to each one.
Oh, no, I meant like...
I'm going to be honest, though. If you imagine there's 6 ghouls and you just quickly shoot 2 bursts of 2 and an arrow successfully hits
yeah.
4
I
of them, it's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
It looked really awesome, I have
All
to
right,
tell you.
that's what happened.
You just went
It
2
wasn't my
bursts.
intention specifically, but that's just what happened. So.
I can't
you're-
see it, but I hear it, and it sounds cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with physics.
Sure. Yep. So that brings us to the monster's turn. So first of all, of course, the ghast is trying to bite Seyda. Seyda, what's your AC?
It's 22.
It has bite plus 7. It rolls a 16. Plus 7 is 23.
Ooh.
It sinks its huge, oversized fangs into your shoulder for 1d8 plus 3 plus paralysis.
Ah.
So first of all, I'm going to roll 1d8 and add 3. 6 plus 3 is 9 points of damage. as it chomps through your armor. It's huge. Each tooth is like a sort of small dagger, essentially. And then what is your fortitude saving throw?
Fortitude is 8.
It's DC 15 fortitude save, and you have +8 on that.
Okay.
So you must get 15 or above in total to save against paralysis.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
And 8 is
You-
not paralyzed.
You do not get paralyzed. Which brings us to the 6 ghouls. And who are they near? They're all near Seyda.
Hi.
And they're like, let's have a chomp fest.
Chomp Town.
Because they're essentially feral eating things. So they swarm you as your fellow adventurers get nowhere near you. Well, there was some arrow support, of course. Let's acknowledge that. And a very effective arrow support.
I see the arrows in the guys as they're trying to chomp me, and I'm like, oh, good job, Hjani.
So
Yeah,
now,
I was
regular
trying.
ghouls only have bite +3. And your AC again was
22.
22. So they can only hit with a 19 or a natural 20, right? So there's going to be 6 of them. So the first one they all literally swarm you. So you see all the ghouls just pile on Seyda, essentially. The first one rolls a 9 + 3 is 12. It's a miss. Number 2, a 17 + 3 is 20. Still a miss. They're like trying to bite you and you're just batting them away, kicking them, and then failing to get through your armor. They're getting in each other's way, of course, with that many. Number 3 of 6 rolls a 6 + 3 is 9. A miss. Number 4, an 18
Ooh.
+ 3 is 21. Misses
gets
by
close.
1. Bites you, does not penetrate the armor. 4 of 6, a 12 + 3 is 15. It's a miss. 2 more. A 14, it's a miss. And finally, 18. So you get swarmed by 6 sort of weak ghouls. 2 of them manage to get a bite on you, but they don't go through the armor. And using your huge, tall barbarian power, you kind of, stand up straight, throw your arms out, and just send them all flying back off you.
That was pretty tense. Kind of like, guys.
Bringing us to Garrick.
All right, I'm going to do my turn undead spell.
So the first roll is you roll a d20 and add what's your charisma bonus?
0.
0?
I'm uncharismatic.
Okay, so you roll it and consult that chart to see what you can or can't do.
18. That is.
So what does it say next to 18 on that chart?
So that would be +2 of my level. My current level is 5.
+2 is 7.
7.
So you can turn up to 7 hit dice.
All right, I need to roll 2d6 plus my level plus charisma 0. So
2d6 plus 5.
plus 5, which I will do now. 5 plus 6, 11 plus my level 5 is 16.
Right, now, are we doing this right? Because it a little bit doesn't make sense, right? That's the table, the first roll is your potential, right?
So this says right here is what level they need to be at for me to attack them.
Oh, which means, so if they are underneath your 7, if they're underneath 7 hit dice,
If they're
you are
7 or
able to
under,
turn them.
I'm able to attack them. If they're 8 or above,
Right.
I believe. I don't...
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Right, so the 7 means if they are level 7 or lower, you are able to try and turn them.
Right.
And then,
So do
and
I
you
get
are.
a sense that I can't attack any
Yeah,
of these?
and, no, you can. And so you could attack all of them. And then the total amount of levels you succeed with damage was what?
16. So I can disperse 16 points. It goes to the first one.
Yeah, but at the moment on the field there are 17 points, so you could kill all of them except the gas. So here's what happens. They all swarm Seyda. Seyda does a massive stand up straight and sort of throw out her arms and legs and throw them all off except for the Ghast who she's actually fighting. And then the 6 all sort of get up and prepare to swarm her again. Garrick steps up, raises his holy symbol. He makes some kind of short prayer to his god.
Mordine.
And suddenly a pulse of green light explodes from in the middle of the group of 6 ghasts and disintegrates them into pieces. And all you hear is a very, very tiny split-second sort of like wispy cry, but then they're obliterated in the light and disintegrated. Suddenly, there is only the ghast left in front of Seyda.
I give a thumbs up.
The ghast is still there, as I said. All the other 6 have been disintegrated in a burst of holy energy summoned up by Garrick, the party cleric.
I drop my mace like a mic.
You are the party cleric.
And then I pick it up because we're still fighting.
Which brings us to Billicus in the action. Billicus
Well-
and Manto, technically, if you want to send him in against the ghast, of course.
Of course I do. I've been waiting since I got it to do this. I'm going to cast Call Lightning because I think I get the bonus because it's all misty and shit outside, right?
So you're going to call lightning on the ghast. And while Billicus is looking that up, what does Hjani say to Garrick regarding his turning of the undead?
That was a blast to everyone except for the Ghast.
I have a very obnoxious smile.
All right, it's 3d10 because we're outside.
Okay, do you want to tell Seyda to get out of the way before we resolve this spell?
She's got high reflexes. She's okay.
Okay, so we'll give her a reflex save
Yeah,
too.
she'll be okay.
Awesome. So as you grapple with the ghast as it sinks its teeth into you, a storm cloud appears overhead magically, and a bolt of lightning comes flying down. Now he has a reflex save for half damage, and you have a reflex save to get completely out of the way. So first of all, what's the difficulty class of that spell again?
16. Spell save DC 16.
Okay, so he has a reflex save of +4, and he must beat 16 to go half damage on the lightning bolt crashing down on his head. He rolls a 15 plus 4 is 19.
Boo.
So he will take half damage. Roll 3d10 for the damage.
Do I have to reflex out of this?
Yeah, let's do this one first.
Okay.
Because Billicus is technically calling it down on your head because you're in melee.
It's 8 and a 7 and a 1 is 16.
So he takes 8 points of damage and explodes into pieces from the hit of electricity.
My reflex is 7.
Okay, so roll the dice, add 7 and try to get 16 or above. Can you say that more clearly into the
No,
mic,
because
please?
I didn't say a word. I just did a tut. It's a 2
Plus
7 is 9.
You also, Billicus's Cool Lightning also crashes right down on your head because you are locked in mortal combat with it, and you take 8 points of damage.
I picture like you're just like charred black now, and like your like the white eyes are kind of peeking out.
And there's bits of ghast all over you.
Right, your hair is all standing up.
Billicus, I think you're gaslighting her.
You look shocked, Seyda.
I'm very, what's the,
Electrified.
electrified. I'm shocked, but I say to the remains of the ghast, it's Miss Seyda if you're ghastly. And then I fall over slightly.
I cast Goodberry.
Just feed them into my mouth, please. just poke them in.
I poke one up your nose.
Now,
I take berry damage.
based on their levels and challenge ratings, the total points for that group of monsters would usually be 2,000, but considering you are 4 players of average level 6 and 7, there's a significant decrease from that. So it's actually 1,400 in total, split between 4 of you. So that it does actually divide, doesn't it?
Well,
380.
1,600 or 1,200.
1,600 would mean you would get 400 each, right? Okay, 400 each. You have defeated all the ghouls and it's their leader, the ghast, that was prowling around the perimeter. In front of you still lies this strange tower about another 200 meters away, silhouetted against the weird green aurora and swirling mists.
You're getting close.
Has anyone got any kind of curing things? It's not just a berry up my nose.
Okay. I cast Virtue, giving you a temporary hit point.
You gain 1 hit point temporarily.
Well,
You must sort of write it in a sort of separate place than the usual.
Jesus. You know what? I'm so glad that I actually bothered to look for healing balms. Here, have one. It's a 1d6.
Thank you. I eat the healing bomb. 1d6 plus anything or just 1d6?
It's just a 1d6.
Oh, just a 1d6.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I know. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
so you're
can't-
short 3 hit points?
No, I'm short. I'm at 60 from 72. I'm short 12.
Don't worry. One of these people are going to be like in my collection soon. So
We'll just take a nap soon.
Can I just have some more berries, please?
I cast Goodberry.
Yay.
Okay, roll the 2d4, right?
2d4. This is my most cast spell.
Seyda, how much damage did you take in total during this fight?
I took... I have 72. I was down to 55.
Oh no, what a crisis.
It was scary.
You must eat good
It's
berries.
scary.
Oh no, you're almost close to my total hit points.
Yeah.
You're almost halfway to my total
Oh
hit
no,
points.
half that damage was caused by one of your own party members.
Who's talking? 4 plus 1 is 5.
I ate 5 good berries.
Yeah,
Okay, I feel better now.
five magical berries that each restore 1 hit point when eaten, created.
Okay.
So, should we, interrogate these ghouls? See what happened?
I think they're dead.
Every one of them is totally disintegrated into molecules for one reason or another.
We can try.
Yeah, I approach a pile of ash and just start
There are
screaming.
no trace of them.
I start walking towards the tower.
Are you bringing your horse?
Yes, with my horse.
Hjani leads her horse towards the tower once more.
I Mount Hulk Hogan. Sorry. Horse Hogan. I'm projecting again.
Yeah, Freudian slip. Classic
Right.
Freudian slip.
Oh
there.
my god. My Hulk Hogan fantasy comes through yet again. That's why I'm always casting Barkskin on Seyda. I mount Horse Hogan and I ride.
You know, either one of those lines is going to be the title of the episode now. So, I mount Hulk Hogan. I mount Horse Hogan. I mount Horse Hogan is going to be the most baffling title to new listeners.
First I cast Barkskin on him,
And then you mount him,
and then I mount him,
On the horse.
and then
Horse.
and then I mean, you know,
follow Hjani.
yes.
Okay, Garrick.
I mount honorable. Facing the correct direction on the horse.
Okay,
I don't know why I need to specify that. And I too trot towards the evil castle.
Seyda, your wonderful horse Wolf is patiently waiting for you.
I ride Wolf to everyone else. I'm still a little bit giddy from that electric shock.
That's right. The electric shock and the animal bothering. So, as you get closer, you see it is a ruined tower, which the face has a huge V-shaped fissure from sort of top to bottom, exposing 5 half-burned-out floors. And on the bottom floor is a double doors doorway, which no longer contains the doors, and it's dark and shadowy inside. You now see the green lights and mist are like circling around the upper levels.
Cool.
Cool.
Does anyone want to detect evil again or something like that? See if there's any other things that we should look out for?
Well, I think when I first did it, I detected roughly everything I could detect.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I just walk forward.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It is wide enough to. It's a big castle double doors entrance without doors. You could easily walk your horse through.
I don't like the. I feel like the universe is saying something about taking horses inside, and it feels suspicious to me. So I'm gonna tether up Wolf outside and go in on foot.
Well, I hop off my horse, but I still want to take it inside, kind of hiding behind it, but hiding behind it's like pushing it in sideways. So I'm behind the rib, you know?
So you're forcing it to trot, like...
But
like
yeah,
crab?
sideways. Well, I mean, there's probably some horsery name for that, but...
Sidewalking?
Sidewalking, yeah. So I hide behind like the left side.
What's the half trot, half gallop? Is it called canter or something?
Canter and sideways.
They do
On
that.
its right side.
You do see that when you do see something like that when they line up on the shows
like-
before they start the runs.
Okay, it wouldn't. It's like a dressage. Like,
Dressage,
Yeah,
like
the
they kinda
dressage
grape-
move. You can kind of
grapevine.
like side park them into
Yeah.
their spaces, right?
That's what I'm doing. Hide behind it.
Parallel parking the horse.
Hiding behind it as I'm pushing it into the...
I have received that action in great detail. Hjani,
I'm not going to side park my horse into this place.
Seyda's is tethered outside
Yeah,
to one
you know
part
what?
of the ruins.
I'll tether it to the ruins as well next to Seyda's.
Okay, Billicus.
I totally want to ride this horse up the stairs and everything. And he is a dressage horse, so he dances in.
Okay, so 2 of you on foot, 2 of you on horse. Well, 1 behind the horse from the side and 1 dancing the horse
Do
in.
you need me to explain it again, DM?
No, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
The listeners know what you meant.
All right,
Even if I'm a bit like tired tonight, they got you. You painted a great picture, Garrick. And you know, horse aficionados at home, I'm sure, will either A, really appreciate that description, or B, think you're a horrible animal torturer.
They're called horsers, I think.
Horses. What are horse lovers called, Seyda?
Horsers.
You know a little bit about horses, don't you?
I remember I was really big into horses when I was a kid. I think it's just a horse that we called horsey set. The horsey set. Of
Horsey
people
set.
Who, like,
Because like
are
some
into horses.
animal in Britain, some animal people are called animal fanciers, aren't they? Like blah blah blah, dog fanciers.
Yeah, I guess you could say like a horse
It's
fancier.
a magazine.
That's maybe. I was just throwing that out there. So you enter, and in this, the whole bottom floor of the tower is one empty, burnt-out space with rubble around the floor. But in the far corner, you hear scrabbling, and with your dark vision, Garrick, you are able to see a huddled figure of some kind of villager dressed in rural workers' clothes, with a bit of a beard grown out, like scrabbling behind the rocks and clutching desperately to some sort of rough wooden holy symbol crucifix and shivering in the corner, and he's saying, "Stay away, stay away."
And
You all hear that, by the way.
and I see him. And
You
I
see,
say,
you see that it's just a guy, clearly.
peeking out from behind the side of my horse again, using my dark vision. I say, "Drop that, you heathen!"
Can't, they will come for me.
No, I have a better one. I killed like 6 just now.
Are you one of them? Don't come close.
I'm talking to you. I'm not dead.
Okay.
All right, drop it.
Fair enough.
Drop it now.
This is very strange. A sideways horse is talking to me in a strange voice.
Drop it.
I must be hallucinating.
Drop it.
Why is the horse walking sideways? It's like
Drop
something out
it.
of a nightmare. It's telling me to drop. A horse is telling me to
And I'm
drop
pushing my horse closer towards him, just saying, drop
it. He's
it.
really freaking out now.
We can hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sort of behind him,
Okay.
essentially.
Is someone there? It's okay, we're friends.
We'll talk
Ignore
to
the sideways horse. It's just a dwarf.
I'm Can. My name is Can.
Can?
K-A-N, Can.
What are you doing here?
Come closer, we can talk. Don't attract the ghouls.
Are you an evil ghoul?
No, I'm a man. I'm a humble farmer from the town of Three Rivers.
That's what an evil ghoul would say to lure us into a trap, but okay.
Well, I haven't heard them speak as yet.
Yeah,
Only
I feel
hiss.
like an evil ghoul would say,
So wait, you knew they didn't talk, but you asked me if I was one? If I were one?
No, I just saw a weird sideways horse.
oh, shoot, the logic.
I thought maybe a talking ghoul was using a horse to trick me into dropping my holy symbol.
I'm really confused. I walk up to Can, or where I hear Can coming from.
I grabbed the thing from him.
Okay, you hear the flint and tinder sound, and he lights his lantern, he holds it up and goes, "Oh, fellow humans and dwarf and a fellow human and some dwarfs and elves." And then he stops, he looks at Hjani and Seyda, and he just stares at you open-mouthed and looks like he's like totally weirded out, and he stopped talking.
Oh, no.
Like suddenly.
Is this like one of those cults where they can't like talk to a woman or something without their wives in presence?
They can't go out for dinner.
Saying that, you did read the history of the town that the incident with Hanna Hallswift getting killed was when it was a hugely religious pilgrim outpost, but that was in days gone by. But he just seems extreme weirded out suddenly. He was talking to you, then he suddenly stopped and he was looking at you, and now he's like all weirded out.
I very gently poke him.
You're real.
Do you
Can't
know
wait.
them?
Yeah, have you met me before? I know it's a weird question. Have you met me before?
Wait, have we met you before? We meet a lot of people.
That's my line.
Look, I was in the township, and I don't want to think about what happened there, but I managed to escape, and when I tried to leave the limits of the city, I found myself in strange mists and green lights. Everything was different. No matter how far I travelled, I always ended up back at this keep and could not leave the area, strangely as if I was in another world. Then I hid in here, but in the mists I saw many faces and people come and go, and I was pretty sure I saw you two.
Oh, damn. Is this another one of those time loops like we were in that big tower?
No, you were wearing different clothes, like a kind of dark armor, and you had a fierce aspect. It was kind of like you, but not like you.
Mirror universes. Did they have goatees?
No, you look pretty similar, but I didn't see those two.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, you guys.
Give me that thing.
Can I ask you a cleric? Can I ask you a question, dwarf?
Yes, human.
Why did you weirdly approach me behind your horse while pushing it sideways?
Meat shield.
You can't use a horse as a meat shield.
That's really rude.
Yeah.
Honorable likes it, don't you, buddy? And
No. That's really bad.
I lovingly rub my horse.
Honourable only knows that it loves you and would do anything you asked.
Oh no.
Aw, that's a good horsey.
Tether that horse up outside right now.
Oops, it's already tethered to my arm.
Like, I will chop that arm off if you hurt that horse.
You want to chop the horse's arm off? I go, oh, well, shoot, okay. But I want to look at this holy symbol. Does it...
I saw you two in the mists.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the myths. Okay. I'm curious about this. You suddenly become a lot more interesting to me.
Were we some kind of guerrilla fighters in the mists?
I did not see any gorillas in the mist.
Wait, so describe our armor.
It looked like, yours looked like the elven armor of legend that the noble, in the stories of the far-off elven land of Cacathra, of the cruel but intelligent noble race of elves, the overlords and the leaders in their fine black segmented armor and cold blades of ice. It just reminded me of that, but you seem very relaxed. The one I saw in the mists had an evil aspect and a murderous look in her eyes, but as soon as I saw her appear, she disappeared again in my journey through the strange mists.
You do have a cool blade of ice.
I do.
And you were very different. You looked the same, but again, you had jet black armor, twin single swords across your back, and a strange headband with some sort of symbol in the middle, and your hair had been dyed jet black.
Nah, that doesn't sound like me.
It's goth you.
I'm a little bit too pale for jet black hair.
It did make you appear more pallid than you appear now, but now you are speckled with gore.
Well, that happens.
As if something exploded all over you.
Yeah,
happens a
it
lot.
happens a lot. It's fine.
I fear once you're in the mist, there is no way except on or back to the town of Three Rivers, where, I can barely talk about what's happening there.
No, talk about it. What's happening there?
Since she returned.
Ooh,
Is this Hanna?
Yes, I thought it was but a legend, a story to scare the children of the village. But one day she walked back and announced herself, and it's not what you'd think. She has demons with her that she can summon at her will.
Did she summon the ghouls?
Not the ghouls, a fearful creature from another dimension covered in strange living barbed chains.
Did it look kind of squid-like?
No, it did not look like a squid. However, you will find the town mainly deserted. She has led the townspeople off somewhere I know not. I managed to run away without being detected by that strange, weird snake thing with arms.
Did they go willingly with her?
They walked as zombies in a trance. I think they just fear her and worship her as a god.
Ooh, did the snake charm them?